Hey tubers, it's been a hard 14 months on my ix800 Generac generator, so I figured I'd do a long-term follow-up review for you so you can know what you're getting into if you're going to buy one of these babies. Stay tuned. So I bought this Generac ix800 in October 2016, and I've had it about 14-15 months now, and it's been quite a few hard miles with it, meaning that it's been banging around inside my basement of my RV from Canada all the way to the Mexican border and many other places. So it's received a fair bit of vibrational abuse, use, and whatnot in many different conditions. So I figured I would update you to how it's holding up, because I did have one problem. I was boondocking last January in the Laughlin, Bullhead City, Arizona area, and I did have a big dust storm, and this thing just suddenly wouldn't work. I turned it off, tried restarting it, and it would not start. I had to take it to a small engine mechanic to see what the hell was going on. And what it turned out to be was this switch. A bunch of dirt got into it and it would not work properly, so without proper ignition, obviously the generator can't run. So I had them change the oil and fix that. They had to take the whole thing apart. It cost me $70, and that's the only problem I've actually had. Now, I have warned people that these Generac generators, generally, if they fail in the beginning. Usually they won't start out of the box, or they fail within the first hour or two of use. So I would say, if you're going to buy one, test the crap out of it, put some oil in it, run it for a good 5 hours and see if it's a keeper. Because it probably, if it's going to make 5 hours and you look after it, it's probably going to last longer. I would estimate this generator has a good, I'd say 300-400 hours on it. Even I used it earlier in the week in Sasquatch Provincial Park. Probably ran it 15 hours, no problem. So my big warning is about dust storms, and dust will obviously get into the contacts in the casing and create havoc. Now, of course, dust storms are bad for any internal combustion engine, as anyone will tell you. So you might want to check the filter and keep the air flowing in as clean as possible. So you might want to not put the air intake facing the wind in a dust storm like I did. Of course, there wasn't much I could do. It was such a bad dust storm. Now keep in mind, this is a very small generator. I actually can run my small oil-filled radiant heater on low with it, but I mostly use it just to charge my batteries up with my battery charger on my RV, especially when I'm boondocking. But a good thing to note about this unit is that it has a pure sine inverter, so you can run all your expensive electronics, including your laptops, with no problem at all. Haven't had an issue running anything, as long as I pay attention to the load value. So I definitely would recommend this unit to run loads around 800 watts or less. Other than that one problem that I've told you about, got quite a few hundred hours on this thing, and it's still chugging along. And I think, hey, the damn thing's cold, 3 poles, it starts great. I think that's fantastic. What more can you expect from a small Generac generator? That's just my thoughts and my experience. So put your opinion down below. Talk to you soon. Line Screw 1, over and out.